Hello and welcome to the Food Lab, where we try before you bite to save your diet. And tonight, kick the can ice cream for the Pepsi generation. So yeah, if you've ever done this before, it's called kick the can ice cream. Back in the day, when you used to get coffee in metal cans, you could get it in multiple size cans. So what you would do is you would make an ice cream base, put it in the smaller can. In the larger can, you would put ice and salt, and you would kick it around the yard. I think I've seen it done now with you can do a plastic bag inside a plastic bag and just kind of do this for a while, which is mildly disturbing. Or I think they make like plastic bowl things that you shake it in. But this is adorable, and it's shaped like an ice cream cone, and it's got a handle on it. It's an all-in-one solution. You can eat right out of this thing. And so pretty much what you got here. What is it called? It's the personal ice cream magic. Because it's magical. So what you have inside is this. Again, this nice little lock-on lid there to keep stuff from going all over the place. A little seal thing. A metal, which I am actually impressed with, because metal, you really do need this to be metal, because you need to conduct the heat out of the ice cream base, because heat moves from hot to cold, not from cold to hot. So, and then your cup with it, you put the ice in. But of course, we have our instruction manual and recipes. It's pretty simple instructions. You put ice in it, shake it, ice, salt, water, shake for 3 minutes. It's fun. And then enjoy. So just basic recipes. Interesting thing, all of these recipes call for using heavy or whipping cream. So that's a little interesting. I've made up just the regular plain old vanilla. I have a couple other things I want to try, though, just to see if we can streamline the process, make it a little bit easier for everybody out there. But I mean, they're pretty standard ice cream flavor combinations here. Nothing really weird. They do have a s'mores one, which is pretty funny. Chocolate ice cream. I'm sure you could use any like regular ice cream base for it. These tend to be, you're only using a quarter cup of the heavy whipping cream, so you're not doing a lot at a time. I think it claims that it makes about the same amount as like a large scoop of ice cream. So let's get started. It does come with this because you're supposed to use 4 tablespoons of salt and water, and the thing with that is salt lowers the melting temperature of water, so it cools things down faster, basically, because it gets colder and you have more contact area. We're supposed to use crushed ice. I don't have an ice crusher. I just have a refrigerator, and I didn't really care enough to smash my own ice up. So, but yeah, 4 tablespoons salt and 4 tablespoons water you mix in with your ice. So this is 4 tablespoons. It doesn't say this anywhere in the instructions, but this is 4 tablespoons. I measured it out. Here we go. Here's the cup. I'm just going to add the water in first because it was easy to make. Unfortunately, using the same cup for salt and water, you're going to lose some salt, but whatever. I don't think anybody's really going to care all that much. And then there's a line in here, and you're supposed to fill that up to the with ice. Throw this little bad boy on there. It does have a nice little rubber gasket on there. And then our ice cream base. And it goes up to a line. I'm guessing that is a normal like fill line on this thing that you're supposed to go up to. It might even have. I would surmise. I would guess that those lines on the inside of the cup actually do indicate different volumes of how much stuff you're supposed to use to make this. But it doesn't say anywhere in the instructions, so it's a little annoying. There might be actually higher levels of cleverness going into this. They just don't tell anybody. We're all together. We don't have our crushed ice, but that's okay. So 3 minutes of shaking. Been 3 minutes of shaking. My arms are now ready to fall off. Let's pull off the magic lid. Pull off the magic inner lid, maybe. There we go. Oh, look at that. Now, it's still pretty liquidy in the middle. It's definitely frozen to the inside of the thing. Let me... Yeah, actually, yeah, it froze pretty well up against the edges of it. There's a fair representation of ice cream. And pretty good too, because it's just heavy whipping cream. I mean, it's more like a milkshake in the middle. It's nicely thickened. It produces a fair sort of milkshake thing. So what we're gonna do to as a time saver to see if this works is I just have some prepared chocolate milk because I'm really lazy, and other people probably would be too. And who wants to have to like prepare and make stuff and let it cool down and all that? And this has the sugar mixed in it and everything already. See if this works. So what I'm gonna do is fill her on up to that same line that that's in the cup. See, so there's this top line here is where the 4 cups ended up when I made the vanilla there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour this in here. So we're back with the with our chocolate Nesquik ice cream, and we will see how this goes. Let's see. Whoa! Oh, it's foamy. Foamy. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that did not thicken up really at all on the outside, but we did get, well, it got a thin layer, almost, ooh, really frozen on there. Very, I mean, I can't even like dig through it. It's on there so tightly, on there so hard. There's probably a very good reason for using the whipping cream, and that's because it has a high fat content, and that's what's gonna keep us from basically turning into ice. It's a cute little novelty. It might be a really good way of serving ice cream to a kid. Or, I mean, if you use one of the bases with the heavy whipping cream, it works reasonably well. If you go longer, it might be better. Or if you stop after a while, every minute, and like scrape down the sides. Because real ice cream makers, like, that's why kick the can ice cream works. Because you have movement. You're with this, you're only getting the bottom of it cold. And so it's gonna freeze onto there. I will say one thing that is actually kind of nice is doing 2 sessions of this. The outside is a little cold, but because of the plastic, it's actually fairly well insulated, so that works pretty well. Don't do what I did with the chocolate milk. It didn't work. Stick with the heavy whipping cream stuff. Does it do what it promises? No. None of this as seen on TV stuff really does. Or it's some slow. It's the thing that you're after, but just a little bit different, a little bit wrong. At like a birthday party or something like that, it might be cute, but I'd rather just buy one of the little tiny things of ice cream than this, especially because I don't keep heavy whipping cream around. And I mean, if you have chocolate milk around or just regular milk, it's not gonna work right. If you're gonna make ice cream, it makes such a small amount. If you're gonna make ice cream, just get a real ice cream maker or something a little bit more capable. Or even just do kick the can if you can actually get the right size can. So hey, please remember when shaking up your ice cream, the most important safety rule is to wear these safety glasses.